take 3. Because I realized mid-recording the second time that my headphones were connected to my phone, which is how I'm recording all of this. Anyways, aside from the irritation, today we are going to be laying out some pages for my comic. I am, for those on the YouTube end, I have been making a comic for the past couple of years now. I only recently started posting it on TikTok, and even more recently have been posting on YouTube some drawing content, and figured my comic would be a great place to post it. So I am. So these are the layouts for pages 3 and 4, and then I'm gonna do a few more drawings, and basically blowing up the layouts before I move into doing this on my iPad and fully doing a page, which this is how I do it. I draw a thumbnail, I blow the thumbnail up on my sketchbook, I make a bigger sketch of the thumbnail. I take a picture of it and I put it in so that I can just blow that up even further and basically draw the rest of it. The first couple of pages I didn't do that way, and then now I'm moving into doing it that way. That way it's a little bit quicker, so I'm not redrawing this several times over. And I can just get to the final product a whole lot quicker. Anyways, on to actual information about this comic. It is a comic about a young witch who is just entering the wizarding world type thing. I don't really know fully how to describe it, but in this world, magic is limited to the type of creature you are, so humans can do very extremely limited types of magic, along with, I think I called them dwarven type creatures. I don't know for sure if that's true. I'd have to look at the page on that. Man, I'm not looking at that right now. So basically creatures who do not have any magical inclination, so aren't born with magic in their blood, basically. They cannot do a whole lot with magic. Basically, they have to have something that's already imbued with magic, in order to do magic. So typically that is some sort of staff, or think of a wand, something like that is typically what they have to have in order to do any sort of magic, which can be very difficult because it is very rare to find these types of things, just because most creatures in the world are magical and can just basically speak a spell into existence. They can speak magic into existing. The world bends to them, they don't bend to the world, in other words, which is one of my favorite parts of this world, is that the main character, Rain, is typically outwardly seen as a human, so they're seen for most of, if not all of, the first chapter as human. I haven't looked at the full script in a very long time, or full as in all of what I have written, in a pretty decent while, so I don't know for sure if I have revealed that yet or what in the comic itself. But I mean, it's not like she tries to hide it. Her ears are just really small for an elf's ears. They're still pointy and longer than a human's, but her hair is so fluffy and the ears are shorter than normal, so they are just kind of naturally hidden due to the fact that she doesn't ever tie her hair up. But another thing about elves in my world is they don't have strict gender roles. For humans' sake, though, they do typically pick one or the other and outwardly dress more like that, or just use those role specific things like pronouns outwardly. It's just not a custom that elves have typically. So in an elven kingdom, it's not a guy and girl. It's not like men and women, it's just we're elves, kind of thing. They're very ambiguous when it comes to things. So, and in this world, they don't have all the language that we have. It's not in the same way, anyways. So, it's, yeah. Aside from that, there are other characters, which I will get into, but I think Rain is the main character. She is very, like, I don't know how to explain. Like, clueless, but also clueless and snarky, but, like, I don't know. She has some really good one-liners that I have planned, but they're just one-liners, and they're unintended to be so snarky. She just kind of speaks and things come out very snarky and funny and hilarious, and totally not at all how she intended them to be. And if I get into drawing each of the characters that I have out now, which I think I have about 4 drawn and fully, like, not fully realized, but mostly realized. Like, I have names, faces, and it's some personality to them. I just don't have all the personality to them. Like, Rain is almost fully, like, there. And there's 3 other characters. So it's Rain is the, like, main character. You meet her at the very first page, and that's all we see for the first few pages. And then it comes to the page where we meet this hooded figure, and the hooded figure is, it delivers her a letter, and I'm trying to say stuff without saying too much, because I don't want to let too much out, because I haven't even started publishing the comic yet, because I still need to find a place to put this comic on. Let me know, like, in the comments